I've been doing. I've just been super busy running around. We went to pole position, did a big race the other night, and doing a lot of media and stuff. But it's been cool. Like definitely a big weight taken off the shoulders for New Year's. You know, since New Year's, I've just been having the fun that I've been missing out on the last couple of months with the stress. But has been driving the RC cars and letting the hand heal up and getting some work done at the tracks. I got work done at the house. Got a new track going in, so pretty stoked. Hand is actually good now. I just got the stitches out yesterday, and it's all healed. It's a little tender. I probably shouldn't be riding today, but you know they prepped all the tracks up here and everyone's here, so I was like, screw it, I'm coming back early. What happened with the hand is when I landed, just the force of getting pushed into the handlebar, getting pushed into that cavity in there in between the thumb and forefinger, and you can see my thumbs, they're double jointed, so it just opened up like that, and I guess the bar went right in here, and the bar went in further than the skin could allow, and it just tore the skin and the muscle and everything off. Didn't break nothing, didn't tear a ligament, so it was pretty strange for it to go that far in. But I guess, you know, I landed super hard. I watched the film because I had in my head that I'd slipped off and hit the bolts, you know, thinking that's the only thing that cut me open. But yeah, I watched the footage and the hand stays on the bar, so there's such a head game, the whole jump down, because when we practiced it here, we had, you know, the landing ramp was double the height of what it was in Vegas. Well, not double, but it seemed double. But the top of the landing ramp, there was a big deck on top, you know, and in the practice there was no deck. It came up straight, so I pretty much couldn't mess it up in the practice. And then on the night there was this huge deck there, and I could totally go short, and I could have gone, you know, almost went long on it, but the position for the sweet spot was what I'd done in the practice. But yeah, just trying to replicate that with a week and a half break, and the visual just being so different, it was tripping me out. And I'd always knew I was going to give it more. I would have given it more gas than less gas, and I don't know, man. I think when I came off the edge, right from the get-go, I knew I'd overjumped it, and I couldn't believe I was about to absolutely grenade myself in front of everyone. And I got lucky, you know. I think the thing that saved me for sure was training with Ryan Hughes. You know, I spoke with Rhino probably 6 months before doing this jump and told him what I was doing, and he was like, man, you're going to want to be strong through your core and midsection, because just even the jump up itself, well, the G-force of hitting the ramp, you know, is going to unsettle you. And I was thinking, you know, I'll be right. You know, I was thinking all that kind of stuff. And anyway, I listened to Rhino on a train because it couldn't have hurt, right? And yeah, it turned out that was the one thing that saved me. You know, on the jump up, I was ready for it, but not 100%. I didn't have my core activated, and when I hit the ramp, if you slam it, you see all my body weight go right to the back of the bike, and that's what I'd remind myself in the training: don't let the body go backwards. You know, keep my body weight forward. And when at the bottom of the ramp, when my body weight did go back, from all the working out, I had the strength to pull myself and correct it on the ramp before I left, and that left me with a perfect flight. But if I didn't have that strength, it definitely would have been a different jump. You know, I probably would have seen myself, the bike make the roof, and I would have come off the back, and which would have had for good television. But no, it wasn't perfect at all. And you know, I was riding the jump out and doing all the practice. I knew all the little things that could have gone wrong, and it's one of those things that when I got it right, it looks so effortless. And a lot of people say, oh, the jump up was so easy, but that jump up nearly went so catastrophically wrong, and that could have seen me miss the boxes. And you know, if I had lost the grip on the hands right there in the G out of the ramp, it would have been ugly for sure. And you know, so I got to thank Rhino for getting me up and then getting me down. Yeah, it's funny how like so many little things go on, and it's so basic about how to save them. It's the stuff you learn your whole career, that you got to be fit and you got to be strong and onto it. And for once, I listened. Yeah, for sure. This year was way bigger for me. You know, like last year I did a pretty big thing, and just coordinating and getting an event like that together as an athlete, it's like it takes a lot of you know, involvement on my behalf, you know, that a lot of people just don't understand, you know, and that part of it last year was great for me. And then to carry what I learned there into the planning of this jump, and the way I kind of, you know, carried it all out, was last year was like a conditioning for this year almost. And I think this year, with another successful jump under the belt, it does kind of cement my name as, you know, as a guy that can pull that stuff off. So I'm pumped that I achieved that again. And I mean, now it's about topping that jump off. So I'm excited about what the future holds for sure. I mean, I got some pretty whacked out ideas now, and the two jumps that I've done, they both fed off each other. I learned a lot doing them, and I feel I got a head start on for this next jump now. Just with those 2 jumps under my belt, I got a head start on what I've learned and where the next place I can take this kind of thinking and these kinds of jumps. Well, it's actually pretty exciting. Well, I haven't stopped at all. Oh, that's right. I remember what I've been doing all week now. I've been planning my next jump. You know, it's the next jump I'm doing. It's not too gnarly as far as the whole spectacle of it. You know, as far as what I'm doing, but I'm still doing a really gnarly jump. But I'm going to be backflipping the London Bridge in London. You know, with a Tower Bridge in London. So it's another Red Bull venture, and hopefully we can do a TV deal and get it broadcasted in the States. So I'm excited about that one. It's going to be gnarly, be upside down over the Thames River, flipping the river. So that one was it's more of a publicity stunt more than a feat for me. But it's still, I mean, it's a dangerous jump. I mean, what I got there to face, it's another huge ramp, another jump that if I don't make it, I'm totally doomed. So it's 150 feet backflip, so it's going to be a big dog. But I'm not chasing no record or nothing. I'm just going there to say I flipped London Bridge. I got a lot of work ahead of me for the freestyle season coming up. You know, the last 2 months are dedicated to these big jumps. All the competition's been out hitting pits and working on what they got for next year. So I got to catch up that in time for the first round of Red Bull X Fighters. And thanks for reminding me, guys, that I got to train on that. So I'll show you guys all this sort of hit me and like, oh shit. But yeah, so I got to train for that. I got a lot of work ahead of me. I got to do tour and X Fighters and hopefully X Games. So it's going to be a busy year. Thanks for tuning in to transworldmx.com.